Raven, do you know why the Grey attacked the Iconians?
There's not much information in the historical records. The Grey had been fighting the Iconians for some time. Often they would capture entire crews and leave the ships untouched. My people never did find out what the Grey did with the abductees.
Wait a minute. The Iconians were a Type 3 civilization, weren't they?
That is correct.
Type 3?
It's a categorical system for rating how advanced a civilization is. Level 0 is the most primitive. Level 3 is the most advanced. Federation is a level 2, for example.
Type 3 is an effectively immortal society that has grown beyond its original solar system and cannot be destroyed by any one single event. This highly advanced society would view those below it much like you would an ant. It often takes thousands of years to achieve this level of advancement.
Okay, let's assume for a moment that the Grey are a Type 3 civilization. If they're so advanced, why are they attacking us?
We're just something simple and easy to squash on the ground.
Or a resource to be exploited.
Like food.
It's an interesting hypothesis, but for now I think the best approach will be to establish a dialogue with them and see what they have to say.
Raven and I have been working on that. We believe that if we can isolate one of the aliens, I might be able to separate their thoughts from the background noise the Grey generate. It's this background noise that made it impossible to get a reading on them the last time we met.
Do we have any idea what's causing this background noise?
The Grey are telepathically more advanced than either the counselor or myself. We theorize that the noise is the working of a complex hive mind, much like the Borg. Nevertheless, we believe we can make the communication work by combining our telepathic abilities.
Bridge to the captain. We're approaching the Devron system.
On our way.
Sir, the task force is signaling when they're ready.
Have the fleet move to the prearranged coordinates. Helm, take us to the edge of the Briar Patch. Bridge to engineering.
Lester here.
Are you ready down there?
As much as I hate to do it, we'll have a complete systems failure whenever you call for it. At least that's what it would look like to the Grey.
And the force fields?
All the habitable areas of the ship will have low-level force fields erected. Should keep them from launching a psionic attack. Lieutenant Witzek is on his way with the personal emitters now.
Thanks for the quick work.
Witzek came up with the personal emitters, sir. Leffler's Law number 12, give credit where credit is due.
Let me get this straight. The bridge won't be shielded so that they can beam in here, but they won't be able to attack us telepathically because of the personal emitters?
In theory.
Wait a minute. You're not even sure?
It's a reasonable assumption.
Coming into position.
Let's make it look good. Engineering began venting drive plasma. Let's have a complete systems failure.
Aye, sir, shutting down.
Helm, disengage the engines. Let us strip. Communications, send out a fake distress call.
I've got just the thing, sir. Remember the Kobayashi Maru from the Academy?
Very creative, Ensign. Mr. Martinez, keep an eye on the patch. I don't want any surprises.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Rollins, do we have an open signal to the fleet?
Yes, sir. They'll be able to hear everything that goes on here.
It's kind of eerie being on a starship with all the systems shut down.
It reminds me of the time I spent working old relay stations back at the Academy. You kind of get used to the darkness after a while.
You know, I never had to do that. I had the graveyard shift on the Excalibur for a while, but even then there were always some lights on. I used to be so afraid of the dark as a kid. I must have grown up on a dozen different star bases. I'd just get settled in, and my parents would get another transfer.
Me too. Life of a fleet brat. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like growing up on Earth.
Leffler's Law number 23. Never look back. The obstacles are all ahead.
Captain, we've got company.
On screen. Have they scanned us yet?
Yes, sir. Looks like they're taking the bait. They're coming right for us.
All stations, red alert. Engineering, be ready to go to warp at a moment's notice.
Aye, sir.
They're closing. 2,000 kilometers.
I'm getting an audio-only transmission.
Are any of the frequencies potentially dangerous to us?
Yes, sir. It's an attack designed to disorient us before they attack telepathically.
Disregard that signal, Ensign. We're not making it so easy this time.
They're within transporter range, Captain.
Security, stand by. They should figure out pretty quick the bridge is the only place they can beam to.
I think they're catching on. The battleship is powering weapons.
Engineering, bring us back up to full power. If you can understand me, we mean you no harm. All we ask is that you stop attacking us and open a dialogue toward peace.
No change in the Gray's readings.
Are you getting anything, Counselor?
It's still just a jumble.
Isolate the intruder in a force field.
The battleship is preparing to fire.
Shields at maximum.
Forward shields down, 23%.
Why are you doing this?
There's no emotion at all. These aliens are just foot soldiers.
There's no need for a foot soldier to have emotions. It's obviously a genetically engineered organism.
Beam the Gray into a secured chamber in sickbay. Mr. Rollins, call in the cavalry.
They're already on their way, sir.
This is Captain Knapp to all ships. Our goal is to disable the Gray vessel, not to destroy it. When you have a target, open fire.
Our weapons are slowly taking away their biomechanical armor. It seems to be unable to regenerate without the metaphasic radiation. Their shields are almost an afterthought, mainly to block transporters and keep the heaviest stuff out.
Elbry, I want you and Raven down in sickbay with our guests. Anything you can find out would be helpful.
On our way, sir.
Sir, the battleship is heading toward the Briar Patch. Looks like they're making a run for it.
McFarland, move us in front of them. If they enter the patch, there'll be no stopping them.
Sorry, sir, I couldn't get ahead of them. They're entering the patch.
The Gray's armor is starting to regenerate. 25% integrity and rising. It looks like it'll be back to 100% within minutes.
All ships concentrate fire on one location. We're not giving up that easily.
Sir, the USS Katana has lost shields. She's vulnerable to psionic attack.
McFarland, move us over the Katana. Prepare to extend our shields.
Coming into range.
Stand by to extend the shields.
Extending the shields will severely strain the engine, sir.
Noted. Do it.
The crew must be under alien control.
2 other ships are about to lose their shields, sir.
Have them fall back.
Sir, the battleship's armor is back to full strength.
The battleship and Katana are heading deeper into the Briar Patch.
All remaining ships, pursuit course. We're not letting them get away this easily.
Increasing speed to match.
Captain, it is my duty to point out that it is not tactically sound to pursue the rescue of one vessel at the risk of a dozen more.
This isn't just about rescuing the crew of the Katana, Commander. We're collecting as much information as we possibly can about the Gray threat. If we can rescue the crew of the Katana at the same time, it's icing on the cake, number one.
Yes, sir.
Helm, keep us on their tail until we can find a way to rescue the crew of the Katana.
Aye, sir.
I wonder why they're not continuing the attack. They're practically invulnerable in here.
I don't know, number one, but I think I know who does. Knapp to sickbay.
Hendlar here.
How is our guest?
I've got him sedated for now.
It seems to have the mentality of a child without its link to the others.
That makes sense if you're going to control them all telepathically.
Who's doing the controlling?
The Ethereals. The ancient texts speak of them as the master race of the Gray. They're a highly evolved species. They have no legs, but rather move themselves about by telekinesis.
We need to speak to an ethereal.
Direct contact with an ethereal is too dangerous. They possess the power to control the counselor or even myself.
Doctor, can you revive our friend?
Yes, Captain.
Ask him why they're attacking us.
They need our energy and resources.
Why?
It doesn't know. It wants us to return it.
How do we rescue our people?
It says we're all going to die.
Raven, report to the bridge. Nap out. Report.
Katana is continuing on her last course. No life signs aboard.
We've left the briar patch. And our friend out there doesn't seem to like that, Captain.
All ships move to intercept. Do not allow the Greys to re-enter the briar patch.
Captain, I think they figured out who the command ship is. They're headed straight for us.
Evasive maneuvers. Have the task force screen us from the Grey.
All ships acknowledged. They're maneuvering now.
Raven, what do you make of these readings? It looks like their shield has a small hole in the theta band.
Perhaps not so much a hole, Ensign, but a window.
No good, Captain. They've locked onto us and they're not letting go.
It's a good bet they want to capture the commander. Or kill him if they can't.
Bridge to engineering.
Leffler here.
Leffler, can you rig the force fields again?
Sure can, sir. I've devised a way to run them off the auxiliary battery in case we really lose main power.
Excellent thinking, Chief. Hop to it.
Leffler's Law number 97. It always pays to think ahead.
How can you remember all those laws?
I've been collecting them for years. Every time I think of a new one, I commit it to memory.
All of them?
Divert all weapons power to the shields. They can't accomplish either of their goals with the shields up.
Shields down to 56%.
Entering enemy transporter range.
Now, Leffler, bring the force fields up too.
Activated.
Rollins, order the task force to retreat. McFarland, get us out of here.
We're running, sir?
Like a jackrabbit.
All ships acknowledging, sir. None of them sound very happy.
Remind them that this is a scouting mission, not a search and destroy. We got what we came for.
Yes, sir.
Sir, they've locked the tractor beam on us.
Leffler, see if you can break that tractor beam.
Acknowledged.
The force fields are destabilizing. The Greys seem to be generating subharmonic interference.
Leffler, do what you can.
Shields are collapsing. They've got a window.
Bridge to engineering. Get those shields back up. Do we have a trace on the captain?
Working on it.
Sir, the Grey are reducing speed.
The shields are up. Transporters cannot penetrate.
Rollins, inform the task force the captain has been captured, and transfer command to Captain Tikel.
Aye, sir.
Sir, Ensign Rowe noticed a peculiarity about the Grey shields. I think it may be an exploitable weakness. I need to consult with Dr. Henglar and Ms. Leffler.
Leffler's busy right now, but maybe there's someone she can spare.
Raven to Dr. Henglar.
This had better be important.
We have noticed that the Grey shields have a window in the theta band. Do you think it's possible that this hole allows them to pursue their psionic attacks while their shields are still up?
I wouldn't know a theta band from an alpha band.
Do you think we could build a psionic inhibitor?
If we can't jam the psionic facility directly, maybe we can jam the signals of their brains instead. How delicate do you want me to be?
Fairly delicate, Doctor. They've got the captain aboard.
We'll need someone from engineering. Maybe that Witsack boy who came up with the personal emitters.
I'll pry him loose. You and Raven make this your top priority.
Right. Hengler out.
Why have you done this?
You will order the others to return. We need their energy.
What energy? Surely you have more energy here than could be provided by a few of our starships.
We need your life energy. Your vessels are insignificant.
I don't understand. The Federation will not allow you to kill other sentient life forms for sustenance.
Order their surrender.
I won't do it.
You will do it.
Nap to Excelsior. Mr. Rollins, order the task force to surrender.
Engineering. The captain is under their control. We need that scrambler.
We're working on it, sir.
Captain, it will take time. Captain Tikel has assumed command of the task force, but her communications array has taken damage. If you'll be back aboard, we can expedite matters.
No delays, Mr. Munoz. Order the surrender.
Aye, sir. Excelsior out. Mr. Rollins, inform Captain Tikel that we have received a surrender order from Captain Knapp. Per Starfleet standing order, we are awaiting her decision. Also inform her that we are sending this in the clear so that the Grey understand we are complying with their demands.
Understood, sir. I'm sending that message now.
Think they'll buy it, sir?
Even if they don't, they'll have to protest, and that'll take time too.
Sir, I have a fuzzy signal from Captain Tikel. She's agreed to the surrender is now bringing back the task force. Her ETA is half an hour.
Acknowledge that, Rollins.
Commander, it's an ugly beast, but it's ready.
Status report.
Sir, main power has been partially restored, and shields are ready on your command. Transporters online and standing by.
Engineering must have diddled the tractor beam good and proper. Their tractor generator just self-destructed.
People, let's get our captain back. Engineering, begin jamming, and bring everything you can back online. Divert power to weapons, and target their weapons array.
Sir, they must have bought it. They're lowering shields.
Beam the captain aboard, and fire at will.
Captain Tikel's reported that she's bumped up her speed. Her ETA is now 2 minutes.
We've got the captain.
The jammer must be working. They're vulnerable.
Status report.
Full power restored, sir.
Dr. Hinglar, Witzek, and myself came up with an inhibitor that seems to have dazed the ethereals. For the moment.
Ethereals can be downright chatty when they're winning. People, I am in your debt.
Better hold off on the tank, sir. It looks like you broke through our jammer.
They're accelerating. I'm losing sensor lock. I think they bugged out.
They'll be back. You can count on it. McFarland, take us home.
Come here, Mr. Scott. That's a good boy. Oh, yes. Oh, no. You didn't just think that. Bad boy. Come in.
Got a minute, counselor?
Certainly, sir. Have a seat.
That your dog?
Yes, sir. Dogs and cats are actually very therapeutic. They can lower the average person's stress level by several degrees. So, what's troubling you?
Can't hide anything from a betazoid, can I?
Plus the fact no one comes to see the ship's counselor unless they're troubled about something.
I've been having nightmares again. Like the first time I was attacked. Only I don't think they're just nightmares anymore.
What do you think they might be?
I think that maybe there's some kind of back channel leakage from the ethereals to their victims. Either they don't know it exists, or they're just too arrogant to care.
Tell us what you've seen.
The image that disturbs me most is of a giant metal sphere with a sun at its center, sort of like our sun is seen from the Earth. And there's hundreds of those giant battle cruisers patrolling the outside, perhaps thousands of them.
What do you think it means?
A few years ago, the Enterprise encountered a Dyson sphere, an artificial world as large as Earth's orbit around the sun. I think that's what the Greys are living in, and its sun is dying. Perhaps it was abandoned by an older race and the Greys moved in. At any rate, I think that's why we're seeing them after so many centuries.
Sounds to me like you could use a little stress relief.
Oh, I couldn't, counselor.
But look at that cute face.
Just finished replacing the last of the gel packs.
Good work, Lieutenant. take a break. Leffler's Law number 29. Always make time for friends.
Thank you. You know, I didn't mean to come on so strong.
It's okay, Lieutenant. It's not the first time I've had somebody hit on me. I think it's kind of cute.
So, is there a chance?
Leffler's Law number 98. Anything can happen. Just don't count on it.
Toast to that.